talk, to be honest. Sometimes I feel too old. Sometimes I feel like I'm already too old to be pregnant. Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ijoma Mado. Odoziako mba Oriaku. I also want to eat Oriaku Chinedu. Anyway, finally I don't chop tire. I don't chop that way. We say whether you agree or you don't agree. You can never say no. You must admit, because you know the result is showing. Anyway guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is all about being pregnant, like differences between pregnancy in my 20s and pregnancy in my 30s. For the records, all my previous pregnancies happened in my 20s. I had my first son at 24, the second one at 26, and Zubi I had at 29 years, yeah. Right? Okay, 26 plus, almost 27. And then I had Zubi at 29 years and I think 4 months. So, yeah. So for all my previous pregnancies happened in my 20s. This is the only one that is happening in my 30s. Okay, I am 33 years now, so... So this video is all about, like, are there differences or are there similarities between being pregnant in my 20s and being pregnant in my 30s? Definitely a big yes. Why? Yes. So there's a very big difference. Like, finding out I was pregnant, because I didn't plan for this one, so it was found out at the hospital, unlike the other ones where I planned for it and then I take medication, ovulation medication to induce the pregnancy, and when I don't see my period, because obviously after the ovulation, if there was no pregnancy, it should lead to menstruation. So when I don't see my period after taking the medications, I always have to conduct a test, and most times they always read positive. That was how I found out about the pregnancy in my 20s. But for this one, I already made a video how I found out. You can refer to the videos before this one. You can check my channel. I have the videos up there. So, like, I found out about this pregnancy in the hospital, but then the symptoms were almost similar, in the sense that both tiredness, you know what it means, fatigue, gosh, like feeling very tired that you can't even raise a pen like this, even to raise your hand up. God, oh, now that one almost killed me. Like, I felt very tired. Like I was sleeping like a log of wood. I was really tired, like almost similar to how it happened in my 20s. The only difference was that this one, I didn't really throw up a lot. I didn't, maybe I can say maybe I threw up maybe like 2 or 3 times. Unlike the other ones that I threw up almost until the second, like until about 5 months. I was still throwing up in my previous ones, but this one I didn't throw up. But like when it comes to tiredness, hey, like I literally had to kneel down, because when I found out I was pregnant, like I said before in my previous video, I had plans for the year. I was supposed to start a new course in like the next month, and then I think, yeah, the next month, and then I found out about the pregnancy in the previous, like a month before the course. I was like, I knelt down, I had to ask God, Pico, please give me strength. Like, I need the strength, because knowing how my previous pregnancy usually happened, that I can lie down on the bed throughout the whole day. Me, when they stay inside, especially during summer. Hey, this one was during summer. I was just lying on the bed all through. I had to, like, just the way it happened in the previous ones, I was very tired. Just that I never threw up. That was, I think that was what I can say for the first trimester. And in my previous pregnancies in my 20s, I usually have low thyroxine. I usually have to supplement it. I take Etros. It's a medication that improves the thyroid hormones. Then I remember when I was in Nigeria, I was pregnant with my first child in Nigeria. Like, I'll wake up in the morning, I'll be dragging my throat. Let's not go there. Like, it would just feel as though like there's something covering my throat, that I can no longer swallow spit properly, and then I can no longer throw out. If I want to brush I can no longer throw out. I have to scratch, like using my tongue to scratch, trying to remove it. It was until I came here that I went to the hospital, and then they said my thyroid was low, and after I started taking the medication, that one completely stopped. But here in this particular one, There was a time I was having problems. I even thought it was the same thing, like spitting problems. Like I'll wake up in the night, I'll be spitting a lot. I went to the hospital. I told the doctor. She said, no, it's not. Your thyroids are okay. At least we conducted a test last time you came. We took your blood samples and we did the test, and everything was quite normal. So no, you have no need for thyroxine. I don't know if it has anything to do with age. I doubt. I can't say. But then if you've ever experienced something like that, please let me know in the comment section. Does it have to do with age? Then another thing is, in my 20s, I usually have, like with the previous pregnancies, I always have low iron. I always have to take medications to supplement it. It's not about nutrition, because the things I ate in those days is literally the same thing I still eat up till now. So like but then I had to take iron medications to supplement my iron. I remember when I was even like during the first phase of the pregnancy, like my children's target mother, like day minder, was even asking me, oh, are you sure your iron level is okay? Because when you have iron deficiency, it leads to fatigue, tiredness, and others. I told her I've been to the hospital, and they said I'm okay. Even the next time I went to the hospital, I had to ask the doctor, is my iron okay? Like, the way this kind of tiredness is really affecting me, that I can't even do anything. She said, like, she told me, of course, you know, with your previous pregnancy, like your previous pregnancies, back then you were 24, and now it's 8 years since you had your first child. So you should also know that it's not going to be the same thing. Now you have 3 children to cater for. You're running around, taking care of their school runs, taking care of their feeding. Even like she told me, you know that the workload's doubled for you, so it can never be the same. So apart from the fact that you're older now, you're in your 30s, it could also be because of the loss of workload that you have to take care of. And so I just let it go. Then they had to conduct a test because I requested for it, and they confirmed that I don't need any. I think another difference between pregnant in my 30s. Anyway, back then, like, I came to Switzerland when I was pregnant with my first child. In Switzerland, you have to have the knowledge of language before you find a job now. And being pregnant, to even employ you with 6 months pregnancy. So back then, I didn't really work. My first and second pregnancy, I was still trying to grasp the language, so I didn't work. The third one, I was working a bit before the pregnancy happened, and I think I worked for 8 hours. Then when I found out about the pregnancy, I was still trying to see if I could work, but due to the level of fatigue I had, then I had to call my employer back then and told her, oh, I cannot come to work anymore. Like she said, okay, you need a doctor's report. Then I had to get a doctor's report covering for some time, after which I tried going back to work. Then COVID happened, so automatically I stopped working, and that was it. Now I'm still working, and I'm working now. In this particular pregnancy, I was working before the pregnancy happened, although I took some time off. Like the first trimester, I took some time off from work with a doctor's report, of course, and then when I felt better, I went back to work. So now I'm working now. And that was, but to be honest, sometimes I feel too old. Sometimes I feel like I'm already too old to be pregnant. I remember I have friends who had all their babies in their 30s. I remember sometimes she said, what are you talking about? Are you okay? I better go and sit down. Others are talking something meaningful, like you're here talking gibberish. What do you mean by you're too old to be pregnant? Then I remember I even have friends who got pregnant in their 40s, and like sometimes I tell them, honestly, you are my motivation. No? You are the only thing that makes me feel that I'm still in the age bracket of having babies. Because if not, with what I am experiencing, I feel like I'm too old. Then I remember, like, presently I'm in my third trimester. Like with the previous ones, even when I was pregnant with my daughter, like a few days to her delivery, I think maybe a week to her delivery, I stood still and braided my hair, like braided watermelon. Now I doubt I can do that too. I don't know. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I cannot. But then, like, I used to be very strong. If you see me bouncing on the way, hey, sometimes I'll be walking and then I'll ask myself, are you even pregnant? Then if I see a mirror, if I walk past a mirror, I'll look and see my reflection to make sure that my belly is still there, because the kind of strength I had then, the way I was walking, Even I can even run more than you. Yes, you watching me. I said I could. Back then I could run more than you. Even with my third baby, I remember 9 months. I was playing football. Like I was just jumping, kicking the ball up and down. But with this one, oh boy, I'm not sure if we do. One day I ran trying to catch up with my train. Hey gosh, in my head as like I saw Pepe. My legs were literally shivering, like this, vibrating. That only happens to me when I walk long distance. Let's say I take a walk, like I walk briskly for 30 minutes non-stop, maybe walking about 1 or 2 kilometers non-stop. Then that's the only time I feel the pains on my leg. But this one, just short distance, something where I did do before. This one, I was just panting. I was like, hey, true. It's better to go to one when you're still very young, not when you're old. But in all, I thank God for His graces so far. And yeah, I know His grace will still carry me on onto the finish line, and it will end victoriously. And anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Until then, ciao. Diary of a pregnant Nigerian mother. What think easy? Diary of a pregnant Nigerian mother living in Switzerland, living abroad, because no purely Switzerland. If you're living abroad and you don't have your relatives around you, I know you're also passing through some shege, natural shege. This one not be the shege where other person they show you now. This one na your own natural shege. Where shege itself they do you, pregnancy they do you. But it's okay. God will continue being our strength. Amen.